Hi, I'm Uwada Hosby, and I'm an indie artist that's been looking to put my comics in anthologies, and I found one that I got accepted into, and it's from the United Kingdom. So this is my unboxing video because it finally came in the mail. I got a free copy because one of my stories was in it. And this is from WIP Comics Infinity. It feels so smooth. Featuring comics by Uwada Hosby. That's me. Now the theme was Infinity. Oh, what's this? Sorry, I get distracted very easily. I'm going to international, the United Kingdom. So the theme was infinity, anything that's like non-stop. And I signed up for the anthology before I even knew what the theme was. And when I finally heard the theme, I was nervous because I was like, I have no idea what to do. I actually wanted to do something after a long thought, something about the lamb chops sing-along. I grew up on that. I don't care if I'm out in my age. So I thought it would be funny to do that. But then I thought about the copyright, because that song, it goes on and on and on and on, like infinity. But then when I asked my comics group about it, because I am in the WIP Comics Discord group, they didn't really know what it was, which makes sense because they're not from the States. So then I thought, oh, space. That's what I like. And just as I'm talking about my comic, I landed on this page. This is my 2-page comic. Oh yeah, and more of the rules, which I found out after I signed up. So I really had to test myself. It had to be square pages, and it had to be 8 panels no matter what. So I pushed myself to do this. And I'm not gonna lie, I was very stumped on what I was gonna do with this theme. So I did wait till the last second. But it was worth it. There's some really amazing artists that's in this anthology. So it's pretty cool that I got accepted into it. Oh. So let's see. Oh, look at that artwork. Yeah, so it could have been 1 or 2 pages, as long as it had 8 panels. That was the rule. And a lot of these comic artists, they did put that infinity symbol somehow, which I thought, oh, yeah, I wish I would have thought of that. Like, see right here? They put that infinity symbol. That way it all could have maybe tied together, but oh well. Maybe next time. So let's see. I like the contributors page. I think that's a cool way to show everyone. It has our name and our social media handles, which I don't have social media anymore. So I just have my link tree, I think. Let me see. Oh, I gotta find me. Hold on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just my link tree. Sorry, I'm really looking and there's a lot of people to go through. Okay, there I am. Yeah, it was just my link tree. Uwada Hosby. That never gets old. Oh. to seeing my art in the anthology. Yay! And this is thanks to the people that backed the Kickstarter, because it was a Kickstarter. I could not back it because I have a local bank and they won't let me do international purchases. So that's the only reason why I didn't back it. But this is exciting. I can't wait to read everyone's story. And this is the second anthology that I've been in with WIP Comics. This is the first one I did with Tall Tales. Look at the size difference. And this one, this was my story. Now, I don't know if I'll do any more, to be honest, because my book was free, but I had to pay shipping. Oh my gosh, because it was international. It was like $22 on my end, but I think it was 15 pounds or whatever it is over there. So I gotta weigh the cons on that or the pros, because every year I'm sure the price will go up. And this was the first year I had to pay for shipping. Last year I got it free altogether. But I did want to share how I came up with the story. It's called What Have I Done? And it wouldn't be my story if it wasn't like a psychological thriller, I guess. I'm big on those. And I'm trying to figure out where to put this. I'll just put it on my lap. And I also really like to watch those type of things as well. So these are my notes when I first found out the theme, and I had 3 different ideas that I wanted to do, but I was stuck on space for some reason. So this is all I had in my mind that I wrote down. I know I was wrong, but I did it anyway. So I just wanted something to do with that. And then I have Chelsea has her secrets. Now I have mine. Disappear into the void, spiral into the void. The couple who got stuck in space. The ending of life movie. That was my inspiration. So these were just different ideas. Let's see. Now these were like my first set of thumbnails. Very messy looking with a little bit of notes. Then I was like, oh my gosh, it's only 8 panels allowed. I've got to condense that because it's going to be way more than 8 panels to get the story across. So then I did fancier thumbnails. And you see I actually drew a person there, but in the original comic or the final project, I just put no. Like, I honestly waited till the last second, so I didn't have time to color a whole panel like that. I had to erase it and just put that no. There's no shame in my game, but I did meet the timeline. Because it was on their time preference and they're 5 hours ahead of me. So I had to really get it done. But the story is basically a husband and a wife is in space together on a mission. And the husband found out that she was cheating with their boss. And so, I guess not to lose her, he decides to sabotage the mission so they do not come back to Earth, pretty much. That's pretty much what it was. So, I know, my stories are always dark and twisty. Sorry, that's what I like. So this was the penciling and the inking. This is from my 11 by 17 bristle board paper, and I actually cut it into a square because I was nervous if I drew it on like a rectangular page that it may be distorted when I had to like actually turn it into a square. So I just wanted to draw on square paper. And I wanted to make it big enough that I could put in detail. Nothing but space on the last picture. So once again, I drew the wife there screaming no. So let me see. I can read it to y'all. I know I was wrong, but I did it anyway. And this is the boss saying, due to the helium leaks and thruster failures, you'll be stuck in space for longer than expected unless you use the escape pod. And if you see on my thumbnails, I did draw people, but on the final product, I just had to write it in because, like I said, I waited till the last second and I just needed to get it done. I didn't have time to color that. Did you hear that? It's thunderstorming right now. Yeah, that was pretty loud. Okay, back to my story. So the second panel is Chelsea has her secrets. Now I have mine. Okay, so that was them listening to what the boss is saying. So the escape pod is away from this, and that's the husband. He's setting the route on the thing. I don't know technical terms on the spaceship. So I had looked through her phone and found out she was cheating on me with her boss. So there is like the escape pod. Readers don't really know this, I guess, but he purposely is hitting the debris. She had planned on leaving me for him. So now instead of like hitting into the direction of Earth, now it's like going away out into outer space. She screams no, and she still has no idea that her husband did that on purpose. And now it says, now we're stuck in space for all eternity. She'll never leave me. And now it's like a little dot showing it's going further and further away until it finally disappears. Because I was a fan of the Life movie, and I was a fan of that ending, even though it hurt my heart that she was stuck in space. But that was my inspiration. And the couple, I don't even remember how long. It was a real couple that got stuck in space by accident. I don't remember how long they stayed. And of course, I know there was no sinister intentions on that. It's just for my story. I wanted to be creative and think of something like that, of why that would happen. So I did add a little bit of stuff when I actually was in the coloring process. I added that slam because from the picture, you may not notice that it actually hit the debris. And then I did these squiggly lines to show it's going all over the place. Yeah. So that was my story. What have I done? Oh, so excited. And I'm pretty sure that I can share this video. They asked for us not to share anything online until Thought Bubble is over. But if everyone got their comics, the creators and the Kickstarter backers got it already, I don't see why it would be a problem. But I think Thought Bubble is in November. So I may wait to actually show my story, like behind the scenes on my blog for next month, so I don't get in trouble. Because we do promise not to share our story. And last time for the other story that I had for the first anthology, it is up for free on my online shops. All you do is have to download it. So I'll do it for this one as well. It'll be free. if anyone wants it. It would be next month. So that is my unboxing video / sharing behind the scenes. And I don't know. I feel like I should look for more anthologies, but this time I may want to be in one that like pays you for sharing a story. I don't know yet. I don't know if I should just stick with just unscripted and like get that going, or if I should look for anthologies. I'm all in my head nowadays about my art journey. That's why I haven't really been sharing that many videos concerning that and just doing a lot of unboxing videos. I had to figure some things out. But if you like this video, please hit the like button, comment, or subscribe. Talk to you later. Bye.